my brain doesn't know how to speak the writing. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be. It needs to exist. I actually got a mythic in this one. Good morning and welcome to another writing vlog. So this is the continuation of my last writing vlog, which I will link up here and down in the description. If you haven't watched that already, make sure you do that. But basically, my manuscript is at 33,398 words. And I've been thinking I really want to try something new. It's something I've been wanting to try for a long time. I just haven't really done it yet, which is basically to try dictation. So speaking out the writing and having a dictation software transform it into writing so that I can also work on books when I'm, for example, walking the dog, because I feel like that's time when I could still work on the book in some capacity. I'm always thinking about it, but it's always better to have those thoughts written down. And obviously when I'm out for a walk and stuff, I can't just write things down. But if I found a good dictation software, I feel like I could write a little more in those moments. It doesn't have to be like a lot, but I don't know, I would like to try it. I know there's a lot of authors who actually only write through dictation. I've been looking at some dictation software, and though you can purchase more professional dictation software that is probably better, and there's also something called, so there's a difference between dictation and transcribing, which is something I've learned from a quick Google that I did. So dictation is where you speak and then the software automatically figures out the words and writes them down for you, but it's not always the most accurate, of course. And then transcribing is where you record yourself normally, just like as an audio file on your phone or whatever. And then after the fact, put it into a piece of software that then transforms it into writing. And the advantage of that is that you can speak more naturally, like I'm doing right now to you, for example. Whereas with dictation software, it seems like, you have to be a little more slow when you're speaking and a little more intentional. They're a bit buggy sometimes. They don't always catch every word that you say, but I'm gonna transfer it to my computer anyway after the fact, and I can quickly look over and fix if things aren't perfect. So I'm not too worried about that, and I don't particularly want to pay for any software right now. I just want to try this out. So what I found is that both Google Docs and iOS or Mac pages have the dictation built in, which means I can use it on my phone, because that's mainly where I would like to try this when I'm out and about. When I go out for my daily walk with the dog today, I'm going to try the Google Docs dictation software and see if that works. I'm curious. We're gonna find this out together. Let's go so I can get to 40K soon in the next few days, hopefully, and get to open my next magic pack, which we're still doing this. I still have some magic packs that I need to open. So, yes. So I have my AirPods in and Google Docs open on my phone, and basically I'm just gonna try saying things and see how well the dictation actually works. And if I can think the words, or if I can say the writing out loud, if that makes sense. Because I'm so used to just typing what's in my head that I feel like it's a different kind of exercise to say it aloud. But let's see. Okay, I'm back from the walk, and it went a little differently than I thought. The dictation works, but it has some issues. It stops randomly, first of all, so I kind of had to keep an eye on it. So I couldn't just leave my phone in my pocket and just use the AirPods. I had to actually have it in my hand so that I can see when it actually stopped recording and then restart the dictation, which that was a bit annoying. And also I realized, like I kind of predicted, that my brain doesn't know how to speak the writing. I can only type the writing, or I think it's like a skill that I need to work on. It's not something that just comes naturally. However, what I have done is, instead of writing out the scene as I would when I would type it, what I did was kind of speak about like the outline of the scene, like what should happen in the scene. So I don't have the actual writing, like the dialogue or the descriptions, but I have the scene outline. So I thought through the scene, and now I have that, which I can definitely use, because that's like half of the work done of writing a scene is actually figuring out what needs to happen in the scene. First, I tried actually writing, so I tried doing, saying like new line, and that actually worked. If you say new line, it goes to a new line. But then I tried stuff like, like quotation marks or dialogue tags. It didn't know what that was. So I couldn't do, like dialogue. But that's okay, because then I realized quickly that my brain doesn't work that way. So yeah, instead I just kind of described what should happen in the scene as an outline. Although it's not 100% accurate, it does think certain words are different than what I'm actually saying, but it's okay. For just something to kind of start off with when I come back to my computer and I can actually write this out properly into a proper scene, I think this is great. I mean, I need this stuff anyway. I usually spend time doing this before I write something anyway. So if I can do that when I'm out for a walk for 15-20 minutes, and then once I come back, write out the scene, that's still a win in my book. Google Docs, it works, it's free, I already have it. I have it on my phone, I have it in the cloud, I have it everywhere. Not the best though, so I don't know if anyone out there uses any kind of free dictation software that has an app on the phone. Let me know, because I would like to try it out. I can also try Pages next time to see if that maybe is better. But now that I have the scene outline, I'm gonna actually write out the scene. Good morning. I tend to start these vlogs in the morning just because I have a cup of coffee, and then I'm trying to motivate myself to get work done. So I turn on the camera as well. So yesterday it was an okay writing day. I wrote just a little over 1,000 words. So I'm currently at 34,547. And so today I would like to, well, definitely pass 35K, but I would like to write a little more. So definitely at least 1,000 words, because I don't have that many other tasks to do today, so I should be able to get that done, but let's see. Currently, I'm gonna write my to-do list in my Hobonichi planner. I'm using the weekly layout to sort of write down the tasks that I want to accomplish each day, and then on the daily pages, I just journal or write down all kinds of stuff. If you're wondering how I'm using this, but I love it. I love it so much. It's so good. It's so good. You can watch my Hobonichi videos if you just search on my channel. I love these planners. They're fantastic. But anyway, I'm gonna start with that and a coffee, and then I'm gonna get to writing. Today I'm at 38,280 words, and I just wrote about 1,100 words early this morning. So I spent, I think, about an hour first thing in the morning doing this. And I think for me right now, that's the secret, is to do it straight after I wake up in the morning with my cup of coffee and just have that writing session. And that usually goes really well, because if I start doing other things, then I start getting tired and my motivation just kind of goes away, like throughout the day. But this way, I get it done first thing in the morning. At least I get something done, and then I feel better. If I have the energy later on in the day, I can write even more. So it's a win-win. At least that's how I feel like works best for me right now. Good morning. This morning I'm at 39,135 words. So today is finally the day we make it to 40k. It is also snowing again outside. Again, it is February. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna worry about getting to 40,000 words today, which shouldn't be an issue because that's about 900, a little less than 900 words that I have to write, which is fine for me. So I have coffee, which is important. So let's sit down and write. I like it when this happens. I just reread like the last couple of sentences that I wrote yesterday and I really liked them. Like, it made me laugh. This is always nice when you read back. Okay, this lighting here is better. It's always so fun to me when I read back some of my own writing and in the process have forgotten what that is, and then I either laugh, or be like, oh my god, I wrote that. That's always fun. So I'm glad I wrote that yesterday because I think it's a really funny paragraph. It is done. I got to 40k. I actually got to a bit more than 40k. I'm at 40,298 words, so I wrote a little bit over 1,000 words in this morning session. But since I got to 40k, I need a little bit of motivation, and I want to reward myself with the next Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings set booster pack. Yes. So let's see what we got in this one. Okay, nothing too crazy in this one either, but art card, that is Frodo. And actually some really nice, useful cards. I also got a Saga, but it's with the orc mechanic, which I don't like, but I got a legendary land. This one I think is pretty good. This Doors of Durin also sounds like it could be useful, but mainly I think the most useful one for my deck is this one. This is Peregrine Took. It's a uncommon legendary creature, so it's like not like a crazy rare card or anything, but it says if one or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus an additional food token are created instead. And the deck that I built with my Lord of the Rings cards that I have so far focuses around creating food. I'm not going to go too much into explaining that mechanic, but this definitely can go in that deck because this would help make more food. Speaking of food, I got a food token as well. But so nothing crazy, but definitely some useful cards for my deck. So next milestone is 50k before I can open another one of these packs. Currently I'm at 42,000 words. And I just realized something this morning regarding the whole dictation thing. So I wanted to try using Pages to see if that dictation was better. But I realized that it's not actually either Pages nor Google Docs that has the dictation on the actual app on the phone. It's iOS that has that. So it's on the keyboard feature of iOS, of iPhones. So it's the same regardless of which software you use to actually, write the dictation into. So you can use any kind of like Word document. And as long as you have the dictation feature enabled in your phone settings for the keyboard, then you can just use it anywhere. So that's interesting. And I thought I should mention it because I hadn't realized until this morning. You can use the dictation, the special dictation features for Google Docs and Pages on your actual computer, but as long as you do it from your phone, it's just the kind of default phone accessibility settings that you're actually using, not, a special feature for that app. Just thought you should know.
Sup? So it's been some time. I feel like that is what I've been saying lately, because I'm filming like a few of these vlogs at the same time because of different projects in different like parts of the creation process. Basically, it's been a while since the last clip you just saw, because in literally the last clip you saw, I was a few days from giving birth. So, surprise, I was very pregnant throughout the previous clips that you saw and throughout a lot of my previous vlogs. I just didn't say anything, but that was what happened. And literally a few days after that last clip, I gave birth. And so, as you can imagine, the following few months have been pretty hectic, but finally, I feel like I have a bit more energy and, you know, I feel like I think I'm starting to get the hang of things, and so I can also get back to my own projects and progress on this draft. I'm currently at 45,787 words, so I did manage to write a little over 5k since the previous clip, but that has been over the period of the entirety of my baby's first few months of life, and so it was very much a little bit here and there. I'm not going to excuse myself anymore at this point, because obviously I have other important things to take care of, and you know, when I find time and energy to write, of course I will. And I'm currently also working on publishing my first book, which I go over in a different vlog. So I'm still doing a lot of stuff, but it's just life, man. Life, seriously, it's crazy. But I feel like a part of why it's also been a bit slow on this draft was because I got into a bit of a block. Like I blocked myself essentially into the plot, and I couldn't figure out a good way to get out of that blockage, but I think I did. The last scene I wrote, I'm pretty happy with, and so I'm just going to go full steam ahead and hopefully not find another block, because even if it's not like perfect, it's the first draft, so it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be. It needs to exist. And I'm hoping to get it around 70,000, 80,000 words for the first draft. So I'm still, you know, about halfway there. So there's still a lot of work to be done. I'm gonna go do that before baby wakes up. This is a baby monitor. This is my life now. I'm constantly looking at this thing. It's a crazy life, man. It's a very different life, but it's a wonderful life. It's just very different.
Do you want to see how I know it's been months since I've been working on this draft, you know, because of the whole giving birth and having a baby thing? So I have this notebook where I write down, it's like the outline for my book, but it's more about the outline of the competition in my book. I'm trying not to give away spoilers, but you see I have this like blue highlighter that I use for the headlines of each of the kind of clues progression, right? Just to kind of help me. So I see this on my desk. So I have these open on my desk while I'm working on the draft, right? And I've had this book open since the last time I worked on it, which was few months ago. And because it's been open on my desk for so long, it has seen some sun damage. So I don't know if this picks up on camera, but the blue highlighter is no longer blue. It is like barely weird green. That is to say that it's, you know, it's been a while since I've worked on this book. But anyway, I'm back to working on it a little bits here and there. And this morning I wrote about 500 words, which doesn't sound like a lot. To me, this is a lot because I haven't written this much in one writing session, so, you know, since before giving birth. So for me, this is progress. This is awesome. So currently I'm at 46,506 words. So about, yeah, 3,500 before I can open my next magic pack. So yay! Today I am at 48,053 words. So I actually just wrote 1,100 words in this session, which is crazy. Small steps, we're getting back into it. I'm excited and I'm happy about what I wrote, and it's going really well, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this weekend I can get to 50k so I can open. I have it right here on my desk. The last magic pack. I have it right there as motivation. So hopefully we can get to open this soon. So I finally did it. I finally got to 50,000 words. It's actually a little more. It's 50,431. But that means that I can open my next magic pack. So that is what we will do. And let's see what we get in this one. Ooh, that is a cool art card. That is Galadriel. Isn't that cool? I got one older card, which is really cool. And then I actually got a mythic in this one. Aha! I'll just put it here so you can read it. So this is the Watcher in the Water, and it's a Kraken legendary creature. Okay, this seems pretty cool. I'll see how I can incorporate this. It is a blue card though, so I don't tend to play blue very often, but otherwise there's nothing that interesting in this one, but we got a mythic. So that's nice. So 50,000 words, then I will end the vlog here and continue. I think I'm just about to start the third act. If I'm thinking of it in the 3-act structure, I'm just about to start the third act. So I think I still need about 15 to 20,000 words, I think, on this draft. So I'll continue in the next writing vlog. It's really nice having some kind of reward for yourself whenever you reach a milestone or something that you're proud of having done, just to kind of keep you motivated and keep you going, and just have something nice for yourself. It doesn't have to be magic cards, it can be literally anything, but I highly recommend trying to find even just a tiny little reward for yourself. I think it does really help, and it's something to look forward to, because writing a book is quite a big task, and if the only reward is like getting to the end, that can take a very, very long time, and it's very easy to get discouraged, halfway through and things like that. And so I think just having something to look forward to at, points along the way, I think is really nice, and I suggest you give this a try. But that was it for this vlog. I will see you in the next one. Hope you have a great day. Bye!